Roll call. Councilwoman Cowan. Present. Councilman Pritchett.
Present.
Councilman Spector.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Present.
Mayor Janjua. Present. Public announcement. In compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Council was provided on January 8th, 2024. Advance written notice of the meeting was posted on the bulletin board, and copies were sent to the Burlington County Times and the Courier Post. Can I get an approval for the bill list?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Councilwoman Cowan.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett.
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt.
Aye.
Mayor Janjua. Aye. Approval of minutes. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Get a second?
I'll second.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett.
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan.
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt.
Aye.
Mayor Janjua. Aye. So we have resolution 24-R-111. It's a proclamation for outstanding athletic performance by Silas Mansell. And I'm going to go ahead and read this into the record. Whereas Silas Mansell is a fifth grade student in the Mount Laurel Township with a passion for track and field. And whereas Silas has been running track and field for several years now, his coaches describe him as a humble, hardworking, and extremely committed to the sport. While he is one of the younger athletes on his team, he is a natural leader. And whereas despite his young age, Silas has already reached All-American status twice in the 400-meter dash. More recently, he finished in sixth place at the 2024 AAU Indoor Nationals. And whereas this year, Silas qualified for New Balance Nationals, which is the most elite track and field meet in the United States for middle school and high school athletes. However, he was unfortunately not able to attend since he's not yet in sixth grade. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor, township council, and township manager of the township of Mount Laurel, county of Burlington, state of New Jersey, do hereby recognize Silas Mansell for his athleticism and congratulate him on his accomplishments in track and field. Can I get a motion for resolution 24-R-111?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll get a second.
I'll second.
Councilman Staglitt.
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett.
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Mayor Janjua. Aye. Congratulations, Dr. Let's just have the pens to sign. We're gonna get a picture with you, Seth. Yeah, let's do it separately.
It's pretty tall.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Can you imagine where he's gonna be in the next like 2 hours?
Your family like to be up here too for a picture, please? Yeah. Come on up. Here.
He's probably. We're gonna move on to, we're gonna read this. Deputy Mayor Nick Mustakis is gonna read proclamation 24-R-112 into the record.
Is that the gun violence one?
No, that's the Lenape.
Oh, the one, oh, okay.
Proclamation of commendation to the Lenape High School girls basketball team for winning the 2024 Group 4 state championship.
This is exciting because my daughter is first year of Lenape. So very excited when I saw this come across my desk. Okay. Whereas the Lenape High School girls basketball team won the game against Morristown on Saturday, March 9th, making them the 2024 Group 4 state champions. A little round of applause. I just shout out. Whereas similar to most of their season, the state championship game was one defined by defense. Morristown had been averaging close to 50 points per game, but Lenape worked hard and held them to only 28 points. In the end, Lenape had a 15-point victory with a final score of 43-28. Whereas the team had a successful season altogether, winning 18 straight games at one point, which was the longest winning streak in the state. Additionally, during their season, they won an Olympic Conference Division title, Burlington County Tournament Championship, and a Group 4 South Jersey Sectional Championship before ultimately winning the Group 4 State Championship. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Mayor, Township Council, and Township Manager of the Township of Mount Laurel, County of Burlington, State of New Jersey, do hereby recognize and congratulate the Lenape High School girls basketball team as follows. All right, we're going to work on these names now. I want to make sure I get them right. Sienna Fedoric, is that correct? Raise your hand. I want to see you. Perfect. Ella Mishner. Is that correct, Ella? Great. Ava Seeds. Wonderful. Lauren Holden. Great. Alexa Henry. Wonderful. Rebecca Taylor. Not here. Ava Canoe? Tooney, okay. Riley Nichols? Riley here? Great. Olivia Watkins? Excellent. Ella, Anita, Joe, Samuel. Beautiful. And Shelby Crowley. Great. Okay. Be it further resolved that the township also wishes to recognize the managers. Ella Morrow, raise your hand. Let's see, Ella. Absent. Okay. Kylan Phillips? Not here. Emily Moss? No. Along with coaches Sean McAney? Sean is here. Eric Einbinder? Not here. Kristen Bucci? Not here. And Danny Flake. Okay, well, we got you, coach. All right. That's right. This resolution was adopted at a meeting of the Township Council held on May 6th and shall take effect immediately. Congratulations. Okay, we're gonna move everybody up for
I get a motion.
motions. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I need a motion.
Can I get a motion for proclamation 24-R-112?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it from excitement.
Councilwoman Cowan. Aye. Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett.
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt.
Aye.
And Mayor Janjo.
Aye.
Proclamation.
As soon as Chris can put it on.
Okay. So shall I paste it in?
Congratulations.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, can we get a couple people in the front, so we can get everybody in? How about that? Can we get some people in the front, so we can get everybody? Who wants to? All right, nobody, all right. Great. You got everyone? Okay, great. Working it. Next.
Here's your hat, what's your hurry?
Take a
Yes.
Take a breath.
So you see why I have the deputy mayor read all those names? I like to make them sweat.
I see that.
Okay, so our next proclamation is 24-R-113. It's the proclamation declaring the first Friday in June to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. And Deputy Mayor Mastakas will read that into record.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas the proclamation declares that the first Friday in June to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the Township of Mount Laurel, to honor and remember all victims and survivors of gun violence, and declare that we as a country must do more to end this public health crisis. Every day, 120 Americans are killed by gun violence, and more than 200 are shot and wounded, with an average of nearly 43,375 deaths by gun every year. And whereas Americans are 26 times more likely to die by gun homicide than people in other high-income countries. And whereas New Jersey has 427 gun deaths every year with a rate of 4.8 deaths per 100,000 people, a crisis that costs the state $5.3 billion each year, of which $168.9 million is paid by taxpayers. New Jersey has the 5th lowest rate of gun violence in the US. And whereas gun homicide and assaults are concentrated in cities with more than half of all firearms related gun deaths in the nations occurring in 127 cities. And whereas cities across the nation, including in Mount Laurel, are working to end the senseless violence with evidence-based solutions, and whereas protecting public safety in the communities they serve is the mayor's highest responsibility, and whereas support for the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens go hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories, and whereas mayors and law enforcement officers, and particularly with local violence intervention activists and resources, know their communities best, are the most popular with local criminal activity and how to address it, and are best positioned to understand how to keep these citizens safe. And whereas gun violence prevention is more important than ever as we see an increase in firearm homicides and non-fatal shootings across the country, increased calls to domestic violence hotlines, and an increase in city gun violence. Whereas in January 2013, Hadia Pendleton was tragically shot and killed at age 15. And on June 7, 2024, to recognize the 27th birth of Hadia Pendleton, born June 2nd, 1997, people across the United States will recognize National Gun Violence Awareness Day and wear orange in tribute to Hadia Pendleton and other victims of gun violence and loved ones of those victims. The idea was inspired by a group of Hadia's friends who asked their classmates to commemorate her life by wearing orange. Those chose this color because hunters wear orange to announce themselves to other hunters when out in the woods. And orange is a color that symbolizes the value of life. And whereas anyone can join this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June the 7th, this first Friday in June 2024, to help raise awareness about gun violence. And whereas by wearing orange on June 7th, 2024, Americans will raise awareness about gun violence and honor the lives of gun violence victims and survivors. And whereas we renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to all we can to keep firearms out of the hands of people who should not access them, and encourage responsible gun ownership to help keep our families and communities safe. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor, Township Council, Township Manager, Township of Mount Laurel, County of Burlington, State of New Jersey, declare the first Friday in June 2024 to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. We encourage all citizens to support their local communities' effort to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and to honor the value of human lives. This resolution was adopted at the meeting of council May 6, 2024, and shall take effect immediately.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make the
Or
motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis?
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt?
Aye.
Councilwoman Cohen? Aye. Councilman Pritchett?
Aye.
Mayor J.
Aye. We're going to present the proclamation. This is the group Moms Demand Action.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you guys over here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on to proclamation 24-R-114. It's proclamation supporting Relay for Life. I'm going to go ahead and read this into the record. Whereas it was nearly 40 years ago when Dr. Gordon Gordy Klatt first famously made laps around the track for 24 hours in Tacoma, Washington, to raise money for cancer research. And whereas since that time, Relay for Life has become the significant signature fundraising event for the American Cancer Society, with events held across the world each year. And whereas in addition to raising money for cancer research, events also serve as a time to celebrate cancer survivors, offer support to those currently undergoing treatment, and honor the legacy of those who sadly lost their battle with the disease. And whereas for more than 15 years, the Relay for Life of Marlton has maintained a strong tradition as one of the few relay events to return each year in our area, raising a total of more than $1 million for American Cancer Society, while also serving as a welcoming place for all nearby communities to participate in the proud relay heritage. And whereas the Relay for Life of Marlton returns this year on Saturday, June 1st, 2024, starting at 1 p.m. at the Memorial Sports Complex at 1020 Tuckerton Road in Marlton. Now therefore be proclaimed, I, Fosia Gengua, Mayor of the Township of Mount Laurel, on behalf of the Township Council, do hereby honor the Relay for Life and encourage all members of the Mount Laurel community to participate on June 4th, Marlton, future Relay for Life events in order to fight the battle against cancer. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Is there anybody here? Okay, on behalf of.
Councilwoman Cohen? Aye. Councilman Staglitt?
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis?
Aye.
Mayor J.
Aye. Sorry. Okay, so we're, have one more proclamation recognizing the holidays in the month of May. So we're gonna do it with the consent. Okay, we're gonna do a consent agenda for our, proclamations 24-R-115 through 24-R-126.
So 115 is recognizing the holidays for the month of May. 116, 117, and 118 are vet deductions. 119 is a duplicate tax sale certificate. 120 is approving a change order recommended by the township engineers. 121 is moving July's council meeting to July 1st. Reminder that's starting at the new building. 122 is authorizing fireworks to be on July 3rd, 2024. 123 is a bond relief at the recommendation of our township engineers. 124 is a vet deduction. 125 is authorizing the township planner to do an investigation for a redevelopment study. And 126 is to read the township budget by title only.
Can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan. Aye. Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. So where you have the 2024 municipal budget. So if there's anybody here in the public that wants.
Can we stop real quick, Mayor? I'm sorry. Can we do a picture with our mayor?
Yes, yes.
Mayor, round of applause. Our mayor of Mountain is here.
We can come back to it. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. you,
No,
Mayor.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was at our. I'm so sorry. I appreciate you guys so much.
Your sister.
All right. I apologize. I appreciate you all.
Mayor Janjo, just a few factual
Okay.
things about the budget before we open to the public. It's a zero tax increase at a municipal level, so no tax increase for Mount Laurel residents. 63% of the surplus has been used. The total budget is 49,742,047.63, and the tax rate is 3.097. But at this time, if there's any questions from the public, I'd be more than willing to answer any questions, and all department heads are present in case there's a direct question about their budget.
Seeing that there's no questions, I'm going to go ahead and close the public portion of that and move on to resolution 24-R-127.
Resolution authorizing the adoption of the 2024 Mount Laurel municipal budget.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All of us.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Councilwoman Cohen.
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett.
Aye.
And Mayor Janjo.
Aye.
Mayor, just while the department heads are here, I would just like to acknowledge them and how hard they work for the town, and that they run an effective, efficient budget year after year with us, allowing us to give a zero tax increase for the residents, but making sure that we don't cut any services and that they provide, I'd say they provide 24-hour service. I've gotten emails at, crazy times in the middle of the night. And I'd also like to recognize Bob Marone in the back from Bowman and Company, who, with the nice cap walls that we have this year, this was not an easy budget. And without his help, this budget definitely would not have gotten done. So I just want to thank everybody for their help and their support on that.
Okay, can we have a round of applause?
I didn't email at 2:30 in the morning because you sent them emails at 2:15 in the morning. Let's not.
Thank you for all that you guys do. Really appreciate it. We're gonna have ordinance for first reading, ordinance 2024-10.
An ordinance amending chapter 154 of the Code of the Township of the Mount Laurel entitled zoning to clarify standards for facade signs in the industrial districts.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
A publication date of 15th, 2024, and a public hearing date of June 11th, 2024.
Yes, thank you.
Can I get a motion? A second?
I'll second.
Apologize.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. And we have ordinance 2024-11.
An ordinance to amend and supplement 132-11 of the general ordinances of the Township of Mount Laurel, updating the fees for the soil removal permit.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-11 with a publication date of May 15th and a public hearing date of June 11th, 2024.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. We have ordinance 2024-25.
12.
12, I apologize.
An ordinance repealing and replacing chapter 121 rental properties and amending chapter 139 taxation and chapter 154 zoning to modify requirements of the hotel and motel usage.
I'll make the motion.
The publication date.
Publication date of,
Publication date of, May 15th, 2024, hearing date, public hearing date of June 11th, 2024.
can I get a second?
I'll second.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. And now the ordinances for second reading. Ordinance 2024-5.
An ordinance by the Township Council amending the Mount Laurel Township Code of the Ordinance to repeal ordinance 2017-19 to adopt a new ordinance 2024-5, adopt flood hazard maps, designate floodplain administrator, and for providing durability and effective date.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Oh, public.
No.
No.
Oh, we have to open. We have to
Yeah.
open. Sorry.
So is there anybody in the public that would like to speak on this motion and this motion only? Seeing that there's nobody, I'm gonna go ahead and move on.
Who was the motion?
I made the motion.
Second.
Second,
That's second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cowan,
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
aye. With ordinance 2024-6.
An ordinance adopting regulations for privately owned salt storage.
Anybody from the public that would like to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance only? Go ahead and close. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Councilwoman Cowan,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. With ordinance 2024-7.
An ordinance amending chapter 121, registration of rental properties of the Code of the Township of Mount Laurel.
Anybody from the public that would like to speak? Okay, come on up.
He's actually.
State your name and address.
Realtor saw this on here and I'm curious as to what changing the registration of rental properties.
So we're changing the registration to include the lead inspection, which is now required by the state of New Jersey. So we're amending the ordinance to comply with the state law. No.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this,
Yep. That's it.
that's it for now?
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to speak on this ordinance? Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Councilwoman Cohen,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. Ordinance 2024-8.
An ordinance amending chapter 148 of the Code of the Township of Mount Laurel entitled Vehicles, Traffic to designate and establish and procedures for certain criteria of on-street handicap parking.
Anybody from the public like to speak on this ordinance? Okay. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Councilwoman Cohen,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis.
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt,
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. Ordinance 2024-9.
An ordinance to amend and supplement chapter 144 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Mount Laurel by modifying provisions pertaining to tree removal and mitigation due to state of New Jersey stormwater pollution prevention regulations.
Anybody like in the public like to speak? This ordinance? Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Deputy Mayor Mustakis,
Aye.
Councilman Pritchett,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cohen.
Aye.
Councilman Staglitt.
Aye.
Mayor Janjo.
Aye. So we're going to move on to public participation. Anybody like?
Mayor Jackie Beebe from Evesham Township. I just want to say good to the rest of Mount Laurel Council. Thank you very much for doing the proclamation for Relay for Life. I apologize again for being late. To the residents of Mount Laurel, I invite you to come and join us at Relay for Life. It is an effort that does support all cancers. There's many people who have been touched by cancer, myself and my sister. Unfortunately, we lost our father about 18 months ago to cancer. We got involved with Relay for Life about 15 years ago by losing our aunt to cancer. It's touched many, many people for many different reasons. So we invite you to come celebrate our survivors. There's many, many survivors in our area because of all the work of the American Cancer Society. And we'd like to celebrate the survivors, remember people we've lost, but we also have to continue to fight back. COVID really hit the American Cancer Society very hard, and we need to continue to fight together, and our communities together can really make a difference in that fight. So I invite the residents of Mount Laurel to come and join us over in Marlton on June 1st. It's really a great time. We have a lot of fun, and we invite you to come. I also want to congratulate all of you on a great budget, and I look forward to a very successful year for you in 2024. And congratulations on having fireworks for July 3rd. So that's be very fun. I look forward to that. And July 4th, the next day, come and celebrate with us. So have a great year, and thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Mayor.
I have a question, if I may, on 2020 and I see the word sign and I see red. We finally chased outdoor advertising away, I think temporarily, but they're requested to put a flashing billboard on 295. Can you explain what these standards for facade signs, are they new signs? Of where they're gonna be placed, or am I looking at this?
It's really just to put signs on the sides of the building in the industrial zone.
So not in,
No, but the issue of digital displays is not over in Mount Laurel.
I know, I mean, I still have a window, yellow screen when they come back.
Well, there are several that are approved. They just haven't been constructed yet. They were approved years ago. Like the monstrosity on 73 that's supposed to be an EMS building.
Yeah, I hate them. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Harriet.
Thanks, Harriet.
I don't think the mic is working, so I got a big mouth anyway. I warned Karen that I was coming here tonight because I want to read into the record some of the history that I think I'm one of the last ones that know it. And as I've been requested to give talks on the past, I discovered I don't have anybody to go verify anything with, because they all die. It's, getting to be a lonely world. I want to go on record saying I was not aware at all of the happenings of the squad building. I know we have Chief Chris, yeah, he's still here, Chris Burnett. And I discussed with him and he gave me a little background, but I want to read into the record that I don't know why the Green Acres can't be dealt with. I mean, the ground was donated by Goodwin to the school district. The school district gave the ground to the township. And the township justifiably built the squad building there. And I want to go back into why that squad building was built there. I've been in the fire company for more than a year, I want to say. And I lived on, let's see, on this side of 73, not on the side where the firehouse was, which is Fellowship. And we realized that we could not cross. As the traffic picked up, we could not cross 73. Hence, the satellite station was built. And the same thing with Charles Kritz, who I have to mention him as a very dedicated person. When he moved into Mount Laurel, Fellowship Squad was a load and transport, period. And he changed that into a squad. And he very early on said, we got to get on the other side of the road. All of our calls are coming out of the Holiday Village area. And we got to get a station over there. Since the station was built by the township, I assume was owned by the township, and somewhere it fell in the cracks. I would, how should I say, plead with you not to lose the area that it is located in the center of the town. When we built our substation, we went to well, fortunately, Carolyn's given to us, but we were looking to buy ground in the center of the town. When Larchmont was developed, a piece of ground was given over in the area of Larchmont and around Hartford School. I don't know what exactly the plot was, but the chief of Masonville refused it and wound up having it given to Masonville Fire Company alongside of their house. And right now it's a vacant piece of ground because he was going to build a parking lot there. I don't know what he was going to put an entrance on Martin Highway. But I just want to go down in the record that you can't take the squad out of the center of the building. And I understand that was is at a standstill. I've discussed with Chris about it and hopefully, but I want to go on record saying that go back and argue with the Green Acres. No.
Mr. Jones, I'm sure George can attest to how well they took my argument that they threw me right out of the state building and told me to wait in the car while they finished with George, because I agree with you and didn't agree that we should have to vacate.
I had to bail her out after that, man.
It was did not go the way, but I can tell you that we took it so serious that George and I actually went up to Trenton. And there was no budging them, changing their mind, or them even willing to have any type of conversation to change their decision.
How long ago was that? Is that?
2018?
We have different,
Say-
Yeah, 2018.
No, because the same gentleman that was not thrilled with me, no, because he got me on Zoom the other day to ask us why we're still in the building.
Well, I wanted to make it public
I agree with you.
history so that it is a record.
No one disagrees.
Nobody, if we could, we would.
I should have said I'm Gary Jones, not Laurel.
I didn't want to stop you.
We all
I didn't
know.
want to stop you. You're on.
You were on a roll.
Not notorious, he's a legend.
Brother was our neighbor.
Anyone else?
Anybody else?
Here she comes. I have a couple issues that I wanted to address.
Name and address for the record.
glad you're addressing flood issues. I travel Union Mill all the time, and I remember when I was on planning board, residents would come and complain about the flooding on that road. It's constantly closed. Everyone that lives in that area, their yards are flooded, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, especially with all the townhouses that were just built there. There was supposed to be some kind of a plan to help those residents. I don't see that happened. Do you have any?
Actually, the township,
Yeah, yeah.
the township actually didn't believe that the development should go there because of the flooding issues, and we felt that it was gonna make it worse. We were court ordered to have that development built.
Okay,
So, and we do have money from the developer to do improvements to the Union Mill Road. Again, the plan is at the state level.
I had to bail her out on this one. too.
And the state is actually, nothing's been done because of the state.
So what are your plans with the Mount Laurel doctrine? What are your plans for that development in Mount Laurel? Are you familiar with it?
We're absolutely familiar with it.
The Mount
It's called the Mount Laurel
Laurel-
Doctrine.
Yeah.
Proposed the Mount Laurel doctrine,
Right.
and there's 200,000 more low-income housing units that would be spread out throughout our state.
So
Which will be 1 million, it's 1 out of every 5, correct?
Yeah.
What are your plans for Mount Laurel?
as you can recognize, the Mount Laurel Doctrine started in Mount Laurel, where we're sitting. 1971, May 1st, 1971, the case was filed. We are now completing round 3. Mount Laurel is in complete compliance with the court. All right, so that's why there's extra houses in this town, because they fulfilled their obligation. Round 4 starts next year. We don't know what that number will be yet, but Mount Laurel will continue to be in compliance with the rules of the court.
I believe you can negotiate those numbers down.
There's always negotiation involved.
Would hope that council, whoever they may be, would negotiate those numbers down because we're overdeveloped. There's a lot of flooding. There's, instead of being called the Garden State, we call it the Cement State. So there's too much going on. And I also, with all the turmoil going on in this country, I was worried about Rowan. I don't think there will be any protesting at Rowan. Do you have any concerns about that or plans for
I
that?
haven't heard anything about that.
If there was, do you have? any
Police chief's
plans?
right over there. She can answer your questions after
I would
comments.
hope there would be no protesting done.
But we can't control people want to
Yeah,
have their
that's
First
their-
Amendment rights.
And there's
Exactly.
different entities. I mean, we have no control with the college.
However,
Well,
Just
since
answer.
we're Sanctuary state, do we have any provisions in place for, we have 27 hotels. Do you know? Who's living in those hotels? Do you know, do we have any plans for the migrants that are coming into the township? And who's funding them? Do we have any plans for them? Because we're a sanctuary state and they're flowing into the state every day,
Who's they?
the immigrants.
They're flowing into the state
Yeah,
every
there
day.
they are.
So I'm gonna tell you that, for Mount Laurel, first of all, to answer your first question, George is the guy that negotiates for us. A former colleague of mine on council, actually gave me pretty good advice once and said, as Mount Laurel, we're never really gonna win a case on affordable housing because it's quite literally named after us. So we're gonna be paying for that original sin for quite some time, if not forever. As for the migrants or, immigrants that are coming into this country, first and foremost, obviously, we want everybody to be safe and welcome to Mount Laurel. We're gonna follow the law, continue to follow the law. I know Meredith, our police and police chief and deputy chief make sure that whoever migrant, immigrant, anybody is gonna be following our community rules, laws, anything like that. And we're also a welcoming community as well, which I'm proud to.
Well, not from the township.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not from the township.
No, I mean, if somebody,
Budget would be a lot.
somebody's staying in a hotel, the township's not funding their stay.
He's been called to this hotels a lot more frequently.
You're more than welcome to fill out an OPA request for whatever police reports you're legally entitled to. But I mean, honestly, from your comments, I maybe knowing a little bit more about the town, that would not be the issue that I would say the hotels are facing. They're actually facing the drug epidemic that we have in this country. So, I mean,
Drugs are flowing.
but none of it is funded by the township.
Nothing is, nothing, we're not.
No, but you'll notice-
No, we actually get a hotel motel tax that's in your budget. If you go to the revenue page of the budget, you can review it. You can actually see that we actually received over $1 million in revenue from the hotels because we actually get a percentage of the tax.
Scale that I saw, each resident in the state of New Jersey, by the time they're finished paying for everything that the state taxes is for, it's about $1,500 a person going toward the state to help fund all these migrants.
I strongly suggest-
State.
Oh, wow.
I feel like this is a state issue.
Yeah, it is a state.
Tax money to fund.
I strongly suggest contacting your state representatives and state senator about your feelings, but unfortunately, Mount Laurel can't control that. No, we can't control.
No,
That you pay to the municipality goes to the tax collector's office, the tax assessor, it pays for your public works, for the care of your roads, it pays for your police, it pays for your EMS, it pays for your economic development, it pays for your clerk's office. That is what your municipal tax payment goes toward.
Understood that. I
So
understand that.
I can only answer questions if you have a direct question about what your
Well, I'm
tax
asking you, do we have any plans in place?
or what.
For the influx of immigrants into our town?
there hasn't been an influx of them.
I'm,
I haven't.
like I said, you're more than,
I mean.
you're more than welcome at any time to drop off at the clerk's office or the manager's office.
How do you,
That you have,
Yeah,
that
I-
you have an influx of immigrants coming into the township.
but how do you see
Yeah,
it?
what are you seeing? And
Just walking in a store and seeing,
so how do you know that somebody's like a migrant?
You know what? I'll come back
It's like walking
next
into a
time
store.
with, numbers and a report. Okay?
We'll see you in June.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks.
See you then. Any more comments?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and close the public portion of comments. Comments by council. Meredith?
Take a victory lap for your budget. Give it up for Meredith, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Just for the record, all your employees were clapping.
I'm gonna come in late tomorrow.
We're just watching them.
I watched them all.
No.
Jerry wasn't though. I saw Jerry.
Jerry said-
No, I just want to say, I did forget to mention Tara and Brett do work so hard every day, in finance office and,
Thanks,
and,
Tara.
and.
Stand up, Tara. Stand up, come on.
So, but no, thank you and no other comments this time.
George,
I'm good tonight.
Okay.
Councilman.
I'd like to say, congratulations. I do not want to chop the name up to Silas, Mansell,
Yeah.
for being a young track star in the township. It's good to see young people that get into some sports. It opened up so many doors for them in the future. So we definitely want to say congratulations to him on that. Also, I want to congratulate the Lenape High School basketball team for winning. My daughter just graduated Lenape last year. My son graduated Lenape in 2016. Who also played football. So it's good to see that Lenape is still doing well in sports. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to all our moms this coming weekend. Without the moms, you're the backbone of all of us. So thank you very much for being great. And I want to thank everyone for coming tonight and thank you for your comments and please get home safely.
Councilwoman Cohen?
Good evening, everyone. Have not as long a list as I usually do. Well, I want to echo what you just said. Congratulations to our athletes, to Silas, to the girls basketball team. Thank you to Moms Demand Action for coming out and doing, I know you do a tremendous amount of work on a very tragic circumstance in our country. And to the VC sisters for their work on the Relay for Life. I have friends who participate in that every year. We have all been touched by cancer, unfortunately. So thank you very much for all that you're doing. Thank you very much to our staff for the always efficient budget. Every year I've been on council, we have never raised taxes for a municipal budget. So thank you very much for that. And always to Meredith, who runs the tightest ship. In honor of our veterans, Mount Laurel will be hosting a free luncheon for our service members next week at Laurel Acres Park on Thursday, May 16th. And on May 23rd, our police department will be placing a wreath in a ceremony dedicated to Memorial Day on Thursday, May 23rd, also at Laurel Acres at 6 o'clock in the evening. And tying into that, every year I promote voting. We is one of the most important and essential acts we do as citizens. And we have an election coming up June 4th, the primary. And I urge everyone to take advantage, do your civic duty, participate in our democracy, because as we will note on Memorial Day, people died for your right to do it. So I want to echo everything that you just said and also say Happy Mother's Day, which is every day, by the way. And have a great rest of your evening.
Councilman Sbeglick?
Once again, Meredith, Tara, Brett, fantastic work on the budget. 5 years in a row, no tax increase, no cuts to services. That is a wonderful thing. And I know the residents truly appreciate that. Congrats, Silas, Lenape basketball, fantastic. July 4th fireworks we voted for. Awesome. Can't wait to see everybody there. Mayor Veazey, Janine, thank you for being here. You guys, ever since I've met you, have been doing Relay for Life. So I love the fact that you're continuing to do that and keeping that alive and well. And I've been to it before and it's a wonderful event. So anybody who's available June 1st, please make your way over to Marlton. Harriet Insler and the Moms Demand Group, fantastic work, truly. And you know, there are people in this country that are law-abiding, Second Amendment owning citizens who, you know, they want peace just as much as anybody else. And the violence needs to stop, has to stop, and data-driven is the best way to do it. I worked for Penn Nursing for years. There was a professor named Terry Richmond, has tremendous research at Penn Nursing throughout the country because of gun violence. And she'd worked in West Philly and other places, and data driven. That's the biggest one too. And when you follow the data, you realize that we do have an American problem in our hands, and it's growing. So God bless you guys. Thank you for doing that. Happy Mother's Day. I'll see you in June. Thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy Mayor?
Wow, last today, well, almost last. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Look, I want to echo what all my council colleagues said. I want to thank the gentleman, David, raise your hand, does a lot for our town. Thank you, David. Harriet, thank you. Mayor, Jackie, thank you. As you probably all know, I was hit with cancer. My brother had leukemia and I was his bone marrow donor twice and he survived. And the importance of research, raising money, and what you're doing is vital. One thing I also, to this week, I think May 6th is Teacher Appreciation Week. This whole week, we have a teacher, our mayor, and all the teachers out there. We want to thank them for all that you do for educating our children and the importance of that. I want to thank, where's Becky? Where's our librarian? Becky, raise your hand. I love you. You're the best. She runs the library, does a great job. I want to thank our chief, our fire, our EMS,
The other department head.
and all the other department heads, Jerry. Where's Bill? Bill? And honestly, what Meredith does with her team to keep our budget in check is amazing. I know that other towns have gone amok sometimes. She works so hard. I know that I've asked her for things and the answer is nope. Because we have to, keep it in check. But there is also some amazing things that you've been able to put together with the tennis courts coming up.
Which, by the way, grand opening, May 17th at 4:30.
This is vital. This is something that was important to me because people were complaining to me about it. And my kids are close. They love playing tennis. What's the date?
17th.
May 17th for the grand opening. We have beautiful tennis courts not far from here. Again, I want to thank you all for coming, for speaking up. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Very, very special day, and enjoy the week and the weekend. Thank you.
They covered pretty much everything. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you to the staff for our zero budget for the year. One thing that we did miss is we have a Mother's Day breast cancer event. It's a 5K at Laurel Acres. It's this Sunday at 8:45. So if you guys want to come out for that event, that would be great. Have a good evening. Happy Mother's Day, and